Hey, Llama here, and welcome to the next video in our Ark Survival Ascended series on the island, on PVE official servers, and playing on the Xbox. So this is, oh wow, I think it's episode 18. And what are we going to do today in today's episode? Well, normally I finish the episodes up here on the roof, but today, look at this. That is an empty artifact pedestal. It is the only remaining empty artifact pedestal that we have. All of the other 9 artifacts are present and accounted for. We are looking for number 10 today, Artifact of the Strong. Yep, you guessed it. It is time to do the hard ice cave or the hard snow cave. We're going to do this. We're going to do this with Barry White, as promised. The baryonyx that we raised specifically for, well, because he had a lot of white in him, I guess, and we've been leveling him, so he's over at the swamp cave, little swamp cave base I've got in the trees there. So we're going to head over there now, see if we can just bang a couple more levels into Barry, and then we're going to head off for the ice cave. This will tell if we get through to here and there's nothing. No, look, there's lots of stuff in here. Okay, we're good. We're good. Let's kill everything. Go. I'm going to put that into health. I'm sort of trying to get the health up a little bit because I'm not confident that 10k health was enough. Oh, we got another level. Brilliant. Excuse me, just using the healing powers of your lake. Thank you very much. We'll be gone in a minute. We should have, there we go, we've got some saber-toothed salmon, coelacanth or whatever you call them, and some, of course, we have some piranha. Now you can see the rapid heal on this baryonyx as he eats the fish. He just, oh, there was an otter, sorry. Didn't really mean to kill the otter. But you can see as we're killing these fish, the baryonyx is healing super quick. So whilst usually when I do the swamp cave, I tend to leave fish meat in the baryonyx, and then I'll leave him to heal on his own. If you want to do a quick heal, you can use this method. Here, we're going to get ourselves... Oh, no, I don't want to rename the sap. Empty our tree sap taps that we've got here, because we need this sap for sweet veggie cakes, and we're going to need sweet veggie cakes for the dragon, and also for the tech cave. Okay, the final thing we're going to do before we head off is we're going to go and get ourselves some rare flowers. Now, in best place to find the rare flowers is in the swamp. I'm going to go down. Luckily, I'm just quite close to where there's quite a large spawn of them. Okay, we're going to keep going here. We've got quite a few already, but I'm going to keep collecting them because, to be honest, we can do with as many rare flowers as possible. Because there's 2 things that we really need them for. One, we do need to make some sweet veggie cakes. As I mentioned before, we grab the sap for the sweet veggie cakes out of the tree. We're also going to need rare flowers in order to make sure that the beehives continue to produce honey, and we can make our sweet veggie cakes. But we also need rare flowers in order to do the ice cave. Now that might sound a little bit strange, but it will all make sense when we get there. Here we are. We are in our little hidey hole near the hard snow cave on the island on Ark Survival Ascended. It's time to do the run through. So we've got ourselves a little spot here. We're not right above the cave, so we can't throw pods out inside the cave, but we can throw pods out outside. We have Barry White. Of course, we have Barry White. We're going to throw Barry out. Hop on him. Okay, it is dark, but that's not going to matter once we get in the cave. It's not going to make any difference. What have we got? I do have 600 rare flowers with me. I have an Ascendant long neck rifle with no bullets. That was a bit silly. All right, absolute seamless editing. Now, we have a long neck rifle, and we have 50 bullets for it. Did I forget those the first time I came and then I had to fly the entire length of the island back to base to get the 50 bullets? I might have. Did I try and make it look like I didn't do that? Maybe. Is that an inherent part of the game? Well, I think we've all come from one end of the island to the other and then forgotten something and had to go back, so I'm going to say yes. Alright, we've got a Mastercraft metal pick. Level of that's not important, it's the fact that it's a pick. We have basically the long neck is for shooting stuff and aggroing it, trying to get it to come towards us. We've got a pokey stick in case it's too late to do that. We have 600 rare flowers. I think I mentioned that before. The health brew is not important. Don't even know why I brought it. Spyglass so we can see how bad things are. And we've got some water and some food, obviously. The Barry. So Barry White, just over 12k health, 800 melee. I'm hoping that's enough. We've got a 124 saddle on him, so he has the best protection possible, and that is kind of it. Okay, so just to let you know, entrance to the cave 25.9, 28.9, or 26.29 probably. Now, I've done a full run through of this cave in and out, covering, there are no explorer notes in this cave, but I've covered sort of all the loot drop locations that I know of, at least anyway, and how I believe is the best way of getting in and out of the cave and dealing with all the things today. Now, always on these playthroughs, we don't do the full tour on the playthrough, we just try and get in, get the artifact and get out. We've got our otter with us so that we can grab more than one artifact while we're in there and make the most of the time. And we will be trying to grab the red loot crates that are towards the back end of the cave, because I'm still looking for that elusive Therizino blueprint. But other than that, we're going to try and get through this cave as quickly as we can. The link I'll leave up the top to the full playthrough is an hour and 10 minutes long, so it's quite a commitment. There is a slightly shorter version, which is just the path to the artifact. Doesn't include the trip back out again safely, and that's really, you just save yourself 20 minutes because that's still 50 minutes long. So there's both of those. This one, I don't know. Let's see how long this video is going to be. I can't tell at this stage. Depends on how badly things go in here, I guess. That's always a bit of an unknown. So, alright, we're here at the entrance to the cave. The bad things spawn around the corner. We can see them even from here. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually just edge my way forward a wee bit. I don't want to trigger any Palovias while standing here. I'm going to pump some rare flowers. Let's get ourselves a whole load of rare flowers. So now we can safely walk in the cave. Now, that sounds a little bit odd. But this stuff is not aggroing on us, which is good. We're going to head straight through there and see how that goes. And hopefully that stuff behind us remains uninterested, although we've got this guy. No, that's not the case. I was kind of hoping I could just swing past. None of them would be all that interested. Doesn't seem to be happening. So we're going to have to kill a fair bit of stuff in here. The rare flowers. Now, I guess, look, no huge secret to the rare flowers. It is something that I did in the other playthrough. If you have seen that, the rare flowers, whilst they aggro everything towards you, they also have the added benefit of preventing the Palovia from actually dismounting you. Said it in the other playthrough, the Palovia dismount is really what spells the end of your session in here. So if you can do this cave if you carry a shield, for example, and whenever the Palovia dismount, you get stunned, but you can still hold your shield up to prevent you from getting too much damage, and then kill the Palovia. But the problem with the Palovia, to be honest, is you end up getting surrounded by a whole load of other stuff at the same time, and that's not great. So we're going to head through here. Pretty sure we'll come across a Palovia fairly soon, and I can show you exactly what I mean about the pants. But we haven't seen one yet, which is strange. Very unusual. Now, I'm going to try and not aggro everything in the cave to us, because we really just want to get through these early sections, to be honest. without dying. That's the main aim. Well, okay, all right. I watch the knockback on these monkeys. They will throw you around a fair bit if you're on a baryonyx. Yeah, okay. Nice. All right, we've got a few of them down there. I'm hoping that's where they stay. And we're going to head into here a little bit further because, there we go, there's our Polovia. Notice they did not dismount us, which is really, really important. That's the rare flower effect, which is fantastic. So let's take out all these guys. We've got some fish in here as well. So remember I mentioned when we were in the redwoods, the rapid heal of the fish is one of the reasons why the baryonyx is perfect for doing this cave. So we can protect ourselves from the dismount with the rare flowers, and at the same time we can heal ourselves from the fish while we're getting absolutely stomped by all the massively high level creatures in this cave. But now we're going to drop everything apart from the fish meat. I want to keep the fish meat. And the reason why I keep the fish meat when I do these runs is that there may be sections of the cave where there are no live fish and you might want to just stop and heal yourself up. Okay, got that, thank you. Nice. Alright, let's move on. More rare flowers. Almost missed the rare flower thing. Because there's Polovia there. You know they're there. You know they are hiding. There's another one. I think they're not knocking me off. They jump out, they pounce at you, but they do not stun you. It is a very useful side effect of the rare flowers. Alright, let's keep going. Let's keep going. We've got polar bear. Yes. I can see you. Level 245 polar bear. Alright, take this guy out. And then we'll move on. Keep the rare flowers going. Into the next section. Now this section we've got more fish, which is good. And obviously a whole load more stuff. Now, a lot of stuff spawns at the back end of this cave, which is where we need to go. Okay, I know there's stuff there. I know it's there. Alright, we're going to go... Oh, hang on. We're going to grab this fish meat, and we're going to drop everything else, because I don't want to go around that corner encumbered, because that would not be good. Let's go around the corner regardless. There's some polar bears. Should we get just the polar bear to come to us? A bit late. Okay. No, I think everything's aggroed. Alright. Here's what it is. Let's do it. We've got live fish here, so we can, once we've had an absolute pasting from these guys, we can heal ourselves with the live fish. We just really need to survive long enough to be able to do that. So Barry's doing alright. He's not taking too much damage, thankfully. We can just chomp away on these guys. Nice. That's the two bears gone. We've got one underneath us still. The two yeti. Got a wolf over there I can see. Going to be lots of Polovia around this corner. They tend to you tend to get sort of 8 or 9 of them in the ground there. So we've got to watch those. We'll probably, there is a yellow loot drop that's just behind me at the moment. We'll probably grab that once we've cleared everything out, just because we happen to be here. I'm not anticipating on finding anything good in it, to be honest. To be completely honest. Alright, let's drop this. Got plenty of rare flowers because we've got plenty of Polovia. Here they come. And some more bears. Look at that. Because, like, there weren't enough bears. What we needed was more bears. I was just thinking, you know what we need? We need more bears. There are nowhere near enough bears in here. Alright, let's get all of this stuff over into the same area so we can deal with it. Alright, Barry's taken a little bit of damage now, but that's okay. We're on like 2/3 health. which is not a bad place to be. There are harder sections of this cave still to come, so we're not out of the woods yet, let's put it that way. And we've got plenty of fish. There's lots of fish in here, so if we ever feel like we're running low, we're just going to kill some fish, and he will start to do his healing thing. There we go, see, we can... Well, if we don't get knocked back from them. Look at that, fully healed again. That's how quickly it can happen. And we are lagging massively. Okay. The water in this cave is a bit glitchy, actually. It's a bit like it's blinking all over the place. I don't know what that's all about. Doesn't do that on the PC. So I have not been through this cave with this character yet. This is my first run through with this guy. Okay, let's see. Get you. Yep. Your otter killed the Yeti. Well done, Otter. Doing his bit. He doesn't just want to be a passenger. He wants to be an active player. Let's get some more rare flowers going. I think, is there another Palovia here? No, we must have got it. Alright, we're going to go around this corner. Now here, I think I mentioned this on the other run through, but here you will sometimes find there is a wall of crystal that you will have to use the pick in order to get past. We don't have to do that. Barry's going to need to have his wits about him. We're going to need to have lots of rare flowers to get through here. We are fortunate in so much as we're very close to the fish behind us, so we can kill as much stuff as we can here, and then we can go back and fully heal again before we continue, which is a must do. Yeah, you cannot afford to keep going without healing up. This, I'm not going to lie, this is going to be a bit of a click fest. Because there is, I mean, we've seen a couple of things come around the corner here because of the rare flowers, but I'm telling you right now, there is an absolute wall of death waiting for us around here. There we go. That's nothing. No, that's just a wolf. That's just a wolf and a monkey. That is nothing compared to what's around the corner. There we go. Look at that. Lots of stuff. All the things. Polar bears. We've got dire wolves. There are so many Palovia hidden in the ground there, it's not funny. Those obviously won't aggro until we get closer. And these guys we can take out now. Barry's doing well. MVP. Barry White for the win. I'm actually really pleased. So this just goes to show you do not need, I mean, if you are, you know, sourcing your baryonyx off of Facebook or you know, trading it with someone on the server who has, and you're getting like top stat stuff, then you should absolutely cream it through this cave, because as you can see, Barry was bred from tamed baryonyxes. And I think there was one mutation, maybe, and I don't think it was even in anything any good. I don't think it was in melee or health. It might have been like, I don't know, weight or something, probably oxygen. It wasn't a very good mutation. I think it just produced a colour. And to be fair, the stats for Barry's parents weren't the best to start with. They were okay, but yeah, definitely nothing even remotely resembling a top stat baryonyx. Alright, let's not let our rare flowers go because we're jabbering. Get this guy out of the way. At no point yet have we needed to go back into that previous chamber. Now, when we run back into that previous chamber, hopefully nothing's respawned in there. Some stuff might have, but it's not a big deal if it has, as long as we don't go in there at death's door. But what we should find around the corner here is some more stuff, and a few Palovia in the ground is what I'm expecting. So I'm going to smash those rare flowers, and I'm just going to run in here. Palovia City, look at it. Alright, let's get these guys done, sorted. So there's two things where you've got to watch the knockback in here. So Plovia having a standing knockback, and so do the Yeti as well. Those are the two that you've got to watch for, because they will just smash you. You can actually get knocked. I have before been knocked into the air and then taken full damage on landing, which is a very frustrating way to take damage, I have to say. Alright, we've got some more Plovia. Let's get these all out of the ground here and clear them out before we move on. And we can then go back and get that other yellow loot crate. And we're going to go back to the previous chamber just to do a quick heal before we move on to the next section. Got a wolf. Don't know where the wolf came from. Kind of appeared out of nowhere, didn't he? He come from around the corner. Oh, is there more stuff coming? There is. Alright, do we tackle the more stuff? What is it? It's a wolf. We just worry about the wolf? We're still well above half health, so... There's a bear. Just trying to think, how much stuff do we worry about here before we heal up? Because there's quite a bit of stuff in that next chamber, and it's very easy to get surrounded by it all. So the more stuff that you can deal with before you go back and heal, the better. Alright, here, let's get this drop before we go any further. I think we should be safe. Yeah, decent set of flat boots. Won't knock them back. Let's move on. Okay, so now we get into the next section. Follow the tunnel around here. This is where we've already been, and I don't want my rare flowers to run out, so look at all this stuff. Look at all the angry things. So we're going to kind of run past most of it, or try to, and we're going to go up here. Well, Plovia. And we're going to jump over here, because this is the location of the first red drop that may have our Therizino blueprint in it. Don't want to get too excited. I'm going to let all the stuff aggro, because sometimes you can get a bear will run off of that section over there that we just jumped from, and will match the jumping prowess of the baryonyx and make it all the way over here, and we don't want that to happen. That would be bad. Alright, let's get off. I think we're lagging. Nice. And, not a Therizino blueprint. Not a Therizino blueprint. That's a shame. Okay. Alright, so we're still full health. We're going to pump some more of these rare flowers, because I can see the black manes of the Plovia up ahead. They're going to all jump out and pounce us like that. Come on, it's slow. So we can get rid of those before we go any further. And we are almost at the artifact chamber now. So we're doing well. We're doing well. Now, there's another wall of crystal there. So if you see where those where all those sleeping bags are down there, normally there is crystal across there, and you can actually do, if you're good, you can do a run and jump over those crystals from here with the baryonyx, and then all this stuff down here you don't have to fight because it will get stuck on the crystal. But unfortunately, today we have someone has put sleeping bags preventing the crystal from spawning. So we don't have our built-in crystal barrier that I like to use. So we're going to have to kill everything down here. And it's going to be a bit of a click fest. So I might just do this. I might not run the recording for the entire time that we're doing this, because this is likely to be 10 minutes of just chomping and chomping. Okay. Well, that took a while. Alright, we're going to stock ourselves up on the rare flowers. We're going to drop any weight that we've got here. Barry is fully healed, which is good. He's going to need to be for this next section, because this is going to be hard. Alright, here comes the stuff. Now, we can't, important to note, we cannot get back up onto that ledge that we were just on. So, this is it. We are dealing with all this stuff, whether we like it or not. This is why we really had to clear all that stuff in the cave behind us. Not that we've cleared the entire chamber, but we had to clear the stuff that was near this entrance, because we don't want to start aggroing all this stuff and have to deal with stuff coming in behind us at the same time. People who place their sleeping bags aren't going to be very happy with me. I'm fighting right on top of them. If they're online, their sleeping bags are going to get destroyed. Maybe they're not online, that is. But then again, if their sleeping bags weren't here, I would have been able to safely jump across and not have to worry about stuff coming up behind me. But there you go. Here's what it is, I guess. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Oh, yes. Okay. I know you've got a knockback thing that you're doing, and I'm respectful of that. Alright, now we got wolf. Another monkey coming. More wolves. More Polovia. We haven't aggroed any of the polar bears yet, which is good, because the more you can divide and conquer in this cave, the better. The last thing you want is everything mobbing you at once, because that's when your day gets worse. More rare flowers. Let's go. Alright, let's do it. Let's do this bit. Oh wow, that's a lot of stuff. Alright, this is literally do or die moment. So this is the bit where Barry, we may see the end of Barry, because these polar bears will drain your health fairly quickly. It looks like I've got lucky, and that is that they're getting stuck on each other, which means I'm not getting too many hit me at once, and I'm not going to complain about that, that's for sure. There we go, we've got those out the way, because there are quite a few of them, as you can see, in that room. Alright. Hoping we're going to be alright. Hear the wolves howling. So this is not, although we're very close to the artifact chamber, we have to deal with all the stuff in the artifact chamber yet. Which comes with its own set of problems. Oh, look at these bears. There's a bear or three there. Okay, the 155 was an easy kill, but the 240s and 245s, less so. Got a flying direwolf jumping in the equation somewhere along the line. I'm now encumbered, so I need to be careful because I cannot move right now. I'm going to try and get rid of these wolves so that I can then... and the bear, apparently, so I can then drop what I'm carrying. But I don't want to be doing that. Yeah, there we go. I don't want to be doing that while I'm getting hit by stuff. More rare flowers. Alright. There's a Polovia, there's some wolves, there's another Polovia in the ground. I think we might have got all the bears. That's good. Alright, we've got a wolf here. We've got another wolf there. And according to the pack of 3 marker, another wolf somewhere else. Stuff does end up in the walls here, to be fair, so you do have to be careful. This female's not mate boosted, so we don't have any more males. I can tell you that much. Alright. Is it, oh, we got some sleeping bags. I was going to say there's some more Polovia there. No, we got sleeping bags. Oh, this loot drop's not here. This one was the one I was hoping for. Alright, we're not fully healed, but we're healed enough to move on. Actually, I put everything in the Barry's inventory, and don't want my rare flowers to run out because they're in the wrong inventory. That would be remarkably silly. So let's move on. Here is the artifact chamber through here, but we need to kill all the stuff in it first, and there's a lot of stuff in it, I've got to say. So there's some stuff outside here which we'll deal with first. We've got a wolf, we've got a yeti, we've got a polar bear, another wolf. But in and again, I sort of said this in the tour video as well, so I'm kind of repeating myself because I'm doing the videos so close together with each other. But in Ark Survival Evolved, this section of the cave was absolutely chock-a-block with stuff, and the artifact chamber itself was relatively empty. In Ark Survival Ascended, that is not the case. So the artifact chamber is actually chock-a-block full of stuff. And out here is relatively clear. So we're going to try and aggro as much stuff as we go through as we can. And it looks like there's some stuff there that might be stuck. So I'm not going to complain about that. Kill this guy. I wonder if there's stuff that we can take out with the long neck. That would be nice, wouldn't it? What about that wolf? Can we headshot that wolf? We can hit it. One less thing to worry about killing when we get there. There we go. Nice. Alright, let's make sure our rare flowers are good because we've got some Polovia here. Yes, 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 I can see you. Come and get me. And the Polovia may well have been what was blocking the stuff behind it, because we've then got a couple of wolves and another Polovia coming out. Now the advantage here of, I guess, having cleared everything behind you is that if you do end up taking a lot of damage, you can do what I guess is affectionately known as a tactical retreat, otherwise known as running away. But we don't have a whole lot of fish meat, so we used most of our fish meat, to be honest, in the little heal that we did before we came in here, which is not ideal, but look, it was always going to be the case because Barry's health pool was not as high as probably I would have preferred, which is why we were sort of leveling health beforehand. But he's doing okay. As long as we can get to the artifact and then fully heal, we should be fine to get ourselves out of the cave, I would say. But around the corner there are going to be a lot of bears, to be quite frank. And it sounds like we've got some more wolves. But it is the bears that worry me. But there's likely to be a lot of stuff in that artifact chamber. Another Polovia. Knew was coming. I could see the black mark on the ground that said there was one there. I don't know what's around that corner. Normally, I haven't seen a lot of polar bears in here actually. Normally you get a lot of them in here. And we may have got lucky here. Maybe there aren't that many of them because they're not of slight build, so I would expect we'd be able to see them by now. Or maybe there's a few down there. I don't know. You can see the artifact. It's within reach. Another Polovia. Oh, nothing else down there. Okay, well, we kind of lucked out with the spawns this time round then, because we didn't get, I think we only got one, maybe two polar bears. Alright. Still going to keep up the rare flowers. You never know when a Polovia is going to jump out and surprise you. And they can spawn all the way up to the artifact in this cave, so... Or in this chamber, I should say. Alright. Well, there we go. Alright, so let's grab the artifact. Is that not a thing? Okay. This, actually, I remember this on ASE. It was always, this bit of the cave was always a little bit dodgy. Alright, there we go. Artifact of the Strong. We have the Artifact Archaeologist achievement, meaning that we personally retrieved all of the artifacts. Fantastic. Alright, let's pop that in the otter. Let's give him some fish meat, actually. Job well done, otter. Barry White. Barry White, look at you. Still got 9k health. Alright, let's put some fish meat in him. We're going to heal him up before we go any further. And we're going to head back. So I'm going to wait for this artifact to spoil a few times. To spawn, I should say, a few times before we head back out of this cave. Because, let's be honest, I don't want to do this trip too many times. And that's why I brought the otter. So we're going to get enough of these artifacts to get us through the bosses. And then we're going to head back through. Alright. There we go. That is our 4th artifact, which means we have enough to do Gamma, Beta, Alpha Dragon, and 1 for show. So technically we don't need to come back in here again. We didn't manage to get ourselves a Theri blueprint, which this is the most common cave for getting those. Not that that means that they're common, because they most certainly are not. And I was kind of hanging around hoping that that drop was going to spawn, but it hasn't done so. So we're going to head out of here anyway. I think it's time to get Barry home and retire him. We've got 230 rare flowers left. That should be enough, I'm hoping, to get us out. Because if there's one thing you don't want to do, and that's run out of rare flowers on the way out of this cave. That would be bad. So let's not do that. Let's run through. I might actually... Oh, okay. Trying to avoid as many of the locals through here as we can. And get back up here. I want to see if this other loot drop's respawned. Whoa, hello Polovia. It has not. Okay. Oh, there's a polar bear over there. Well, look at you. Didn't expect that, to be fair. Alright, so we're going to go, well, I don't know if we can. Can we jump back up here? We probably can't. We're probably going to end up down there with all that bad stuff. Okay, moment of truth. Let's jump over here. I think we might have to just see if we can run past that guy. There we go. Nicely done. Let's go down here. And let's just make a run for it. That's the plan. Nothing more complicated than that. Making a run for it. Oh, no. All right. Well, game decides no, and instead of me jumping past the wolf that I clearly jumped past, it brings me back and gets me stuck on it. All right. Well, I feel that was a little unfair. I'm going to be honest. If we die here, I'm calling foul play. Alright, let's go. Come on, Barry. Make a run for it, fella. Alright, yep, we got past that one. Now, here we go. Let's see how good the pathfinding is now. Are these guys going to make it around the path and up here? The wolf is. Let's hope the others don't, because round the corner here is another lot of... that is the wall of death that I mentioned the first time. So I'm actually going to stand here and heal Barry up a little bit before we progress. We're going to chomp down on some more rare flowers. There make sure we've got plenty, because this next section is going to be quite unpleasant, I'm not going to lie. There's a bear or two here. And we're going to have to try and smash our way through. And they're going to want to kill us. A lot. And we're going to have faith in Barry. Have faith in the Barry. Barry can do it. Anyone can do it. Barry can do it. That's what I heard. You know what? Let's just try and run past. Actually, plan B. I think that's... Actually, do you know what? I'm a big fan of plan B. Let's just run. Hello, everybody. Yes, I know. You're very angry, aren't you? But guess what? I'm a baryonyx, and I don't care. Because... Oh, I do if I get lost and end up... in the wrong spot from where I want to be. Now, you definitely don't want to get stuck up against one of these bits of ice and have a load of stuff come your way. So, alright, there we go. Now, see, running for your life has its upsides. Let's spam some more rare flowers. We got loads. I probably didn't need to do that, to be fair. What else? Oh, yes, here's some stuff. Here are some things. I'm going to run past them again. I go over here. Go, hello. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm Llama. This is Barry. I think you met before on the way in. Alright, here we go. And straight through and straight out. Well, there we go. That is the quickest exit from the snow cave I think I've ever made. Okay, there we go. The artifact of the strong. That was the hard snow cave. Hardest cave in the game. Hardest cave on the island map. That completes the 4 artifacts that we need to do the dragon. And we can only thank Barry White, the most valuable player. I tell you now, the baryonyx is... I've always considered it a really good cave runner. But having been able to run this cave, this particular cave, with Barry, and obviously taking advantage of that rare flower buff, which is just an absolute game changer, makes the baryonyx, without doubt, the unprecedented king of caves, no doubt about it. Shame they're not going to be on Scorched, because they live in the water and there's not a lot of that on Scorched Earth. So, but definitely for the island, he gets the win. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got something out of it. And I will see you in the next video. I'm Llama, and I'm out of here.